Okay, my name is Hamoyun Shah. I used to live in the United States of America. When I was about 10 years old, I emigrated to the United States. In 1979, when the Russians invaded Afghanistan, 1979, you know, the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan. So United Nations created a program called for Afghan refugees. They wanted to get the people, like importing people, engineers, doctors, professors out of Afghanistan, so those people doesn't get hurt, you know. My father was an engineer. He was a pretty high profile. We joined the Afghan refugees program with the United Nations. We left the United States. I lived in the United States for 15 years. I lived in New York and California. I grew up in California, actually. Finished school there, high school. And I had a pretty good life and a little tough life. I came back to Afghanistan in 1998.
Why?
I came to visit someone, and during one of the worst government, Taliban government. Hardly anyone came to Afghanistan in 1998 because it was the Taliban government. We know that Taliban were overthrown in 2001. Due to some problems, small problems I had with green card, I wasn't a U.S. citizen. At one time, I had a good life. I was an interpreter. Before I was an interpreter, I was assigned as the supervisor of counter-narcotics force. I was the supervisor of narcotics force in Kandahar and Helmand with a general named Mohammed Shah. Can you believe that I was the supervisor of counter-narcotics force? I was actually trying to stop the drugs. I was fighting against the drugs. We had 100 people that I was pushing forward from 3 different states, Kandahar, Helmand, and Uruzgan. Governor of Uruzgan, John Muhammad Khan. Governor of Kandahar, Gulaga Sherzai. And Governor of Helmand, Mullah Shermar Kuntada. All 3 of these people, governors, had assigned 25 peer personnel to the counter-narcotics force. So made up 100 people of a team. And these 100 people of team, I was assigned as the supervisor to push forward these. I was coordinating the GPS coordinates. When we got the GPS, we had coordinates on targets. We call it targets on compounds to search for drugs. How we got the information on drugs, the United Kingdom, the UK, Tony Blair was the Prime Minister at that time, and Queen Elizabeth. British intelligence, I believe it was MI5 or MI6. Because the way they give us the equipment, GPS coordinates, information, intelligence, and a focus on targets. We searched about every target. I can say out of 9 targets, 8 of our targets were successful. We found a lot of drugs, thousands and thousands of kilograms of drugs. Once we got all these drugs, we brought them back. We were supposed to burn it, record it, how much drugs we had found, and burned it and destroyed it. But what happened? We found out later on the drugs that we were bringing in, people were making fake opium, placing it with real opium, taking the real opium and placing it with fake opium. I asked someone whether fake opium can be produced. He said, yeah, fake opium can be produced. They look just like the real one. Only if you leave it for about a month, it will be nothing. So what they were doing, they were making fake opium. All the real opium that we were bringing in, they were taking that away, placing it with fake opium. And the job was supposed to be for 10 months, 10 years. But it finished in 10 months because all the corruption. We had commanders, I swear, what they were doing, we were bringing in a lot of opium. Lashkar-Gah, Nadali, Sangin, Musa Kala. At that time, Taliban weren't uprised. Taliban didn't come uprised until 2006. We had a lot of success. In the year 2004, finally, after 10 months, this job became terminated. Why it became terminated? A person by name Robert Charlie. Robert Charlie, Mr. Simon, Mr. Ewan, Mr. Moulton, These were the people, there was the British team who was involved with the drug, with the program. So look what happened. So what happened was, all this thing that happened, the drugs failed. And now, we were trying to tell the farmers to stop growing opium, start growing other crops like rice, potatoes, onions, whatever they could, instead of opium. But they looked at it like the crops of drugs brought a lot of more money, you know? So that was the reason why they were doing it. In this camp, I've been very good, and everything is been pretty good. I feel good. Since I was in this camp, I've been doing good. I feel great. I feel wonderful.
گپ میزنم و این چیز اونو چند نفر و برادر چیزی بعد نیه گفتم
بعد نیه برادر من افتخار میکنم دو جوان متوجه بسازم که این نظر
I, as the supervisor of counter narcotics, have also wrote a book about that story. True story of counter narcotics, exactly what happened. And that book is with me. I got the manuscript. I sent that book into a publishing company in the United States. They reviewed the book and they wanted to publish it. But I didn't have the budget to publish this book. And I would still like to publish this book. It's the true story of the counter-narcotics force in Afghanistan from the time 2003. Anyone who likes to read this book, who would like to sponsor me to publish this book, who likes to sponsor and partner with me, I would like to publish this book. I will ask anyone outside in the world who likes to sponsor me, I would like to give him the book. We can go 50-50. I'll sign a contract with them. We can sign this and publish this book.
Thank you. Would you like to stop using drugs?
Yeah, I stopped. As a matter of fact, when I came here, this is my decision to stop using drugs after I leave here. I think this is my final decision. I made a promise to myself that this will be my last time because I need to help other people. In order for me to help other people, I need to fix myself. Today I've been hitting with some cables. This man hit me with cable and that man hit me with the cable. For the cable man and cable man. Totally.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good.
نمیبرم مثال میگم آگه اینو مثال
یعنی چی مجبور میشید یعنی مجبور میشم اینا
صوت تانتر میشه خوش هستیم که
خوش هستیم که مواد هم رسیم هم
نفر که اشتباه کرد اون اشتباهش محکم
نگیره جامعه ما بسیار بعد اون رقم هست
دست